What's going on, everybody? It's Spicy. So I wanted to come on. I'm not going to be long, but I wanted to update because I did a video recently about Lira Galore, who's been in the news. A lot of bloggers have been covering the story, and it's just sad. It's just sad. It's awful. Pierre P, who is the CEO of Quality Control, and y'all know Quality Control handles Cardi B and some other artists. I think City Girls, the Migos, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the groups. Well, Lyra Galore put out, hey, welcome to the chat, that she put out that she was suing her baby dad, Pierre P, for $15 million, stating that there we go. Saying that he was abusing her. Anyway, Lyrical Lore, she said that PRP was abusing her. These was the pictures she put out. She's suing him for $15 million. Remember, PRP is the CEO of Quality Control, a record label that handles major artists like Cardi B, Migos. I just said it. City Girls. Those are some of his artists. I don't know the rest because I'm not into that type, those groups like that. So don't really know. Anyway, PRP came out. Oh, y'all might not be able to see that. So PRP comes out and he tries to debunk what she's saying. So now it's a tic tac, a tick, and I can't say it. You do it to me, I do it back to you type of thing. So he comes out today with some messages trying to show us some messages. Pierre P. Thomas reveals text messages between him and Lyra Galore after she calls him a liar and unfit father. So he came out with this. He says, one thing I don't play about is my fatherhood. I have 16 artists on my label. I still make time to see my children 4 times out of the week. Only woman I leave my children with are 3 mothers and the women I was engaged with. I wasn't going to address this, but I'm just tired of seeing my child's mother try and slander me as though I'm so unfit. No, I'm not perfect, but if anyone knows me, they know I go hard every day, so my children won't have to go through what I went through. She can deny her bad habits and her aggressive behavior all she wants, but the truth of the matter is that I've tried to do nothing but help her. This is obviously a $15 million shakedown from an angry woman who is down to her last and clearly upset because of failed attempt to get her child support switched to LA. Therefore, she accumulates more each month versus Georgia. I've never once beat on that woman. Did I take my ring back? Yes. When I became aware she was with other men, plotting with her pimp, as well as snorting while pregnant with my child. What I noticed about that little statement, and I just noticed, and I'm allegedly noticing everything in this video, is that she mentioned that he was beating her while she was pregnant. He mentions she was snorting while she was pregnant. So to me, that tells me that something definitely went down while she was pregnant. And if I can put my conclusion together, was you beating her because she was snorting? Like that's what I would think. Who knows? One man would not want their ring back. I have not seen my child since Father's Day. Why? Because the root of all evil, money. I have text messages as well as proof that we were on pretty fair terms until she realized she was not going to benefit as she once was when we were together. Now, I do want to play a piece of a clip. Now, I don't know. Y'all might, if y'all watch Iyanla Fix My Life, you may remember that Lyra was on that show. So I'm just going to play. I'm going to move it along because I'm not going to be long, but I'm going to play and pray, because play y'all a little bit, and y'all get to feel this actually put me into tears. Y'all will get the feel of Lira just by this little clip I'm about to show you. Okay.
Made a lot of progress, but until that hurt little girl from her past can tell her daddy how she feels, she can't truly heal. It is my intention to help her give voice to that little girl, as well as forgiveness to the woman that little girl has become.
Your father is just a little younger than him. You have a daughter about her age, don't you?
Both of my daughters are 20. One of my sons is 19, and the other one is 6.
You talking like you don't have no daddy. Like
That's
you ain't got
Lira.
no home training.
I haven't been 100% dad with my oldest.
So if you had to look at your father and forgive him for anything, what would it be? Look at him. Breathe. Use your tools.
I forgive you for not being a father. I forgive you for leaving me when I needed you the most. I forgive you for robbing me of my innocence. I forgive you for abandoning me.
How about I forgive you for not teaching me what to expect from man? How about I forgive you for breaking my heart?
I forgive you for not protecting me.
Yeah, take a breath.
I forgive you for not letting me be a daddy's girl.
Yeah.
I forgive you for not letting me love you.
Yeah.
I forgive you for not giving me love.
Yeah.
I forgive you for playing daddy to children that were not yours.
Yeah.
I forgive you for forgetting about me.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself for the things that I've done in search of your love.
Take a breath. Tell her, I love you.
I love you.
And I am so, so sorry.
I'm so, so sorry.
That you had to look for my love.
That you had to look for my love.
In the bed with other men.
In the bed with other men.
Sit, 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 sit. Come on, breathe. 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 Look at him. What do you want to say? Say it.
In these difficult moments, she must find the words and not lash out. Know what you want to say and say it.
Why did you leave? Why didn't you protect me? Why didn't you teach me how a man is supposed to treat a woman? Why didn't you want to be my dad?
Stand up. Stand up. Just hold him.
I got you.
Yeah. Come here. Get behind me.
Lira is the youngest woman here, but she has been holding this in her entire life and making decisions fueled by this hurt. Many Black women have the same experience as Lira, abandoned by their fathers, men who are themselves broken. Broken people raise broken people, but today we are breaking that cycle.
So I just thought that was important to me because I looked on Twitter and I noticed, yes, it was very sad. I actually was crying, honestly, when I saw it, and I had to watch it again. I like to get a feel for people before I judge them. Like you have to really do something to me for me really not to like you. Like I really have a heart for people. And when I listen to how Pierre's put her out there talking about that she's on drugs and she has a pimp and everything, it just broke my heart because obviously she's broken. She has issues. She has daddy issues. And that's a problem with a lot of, look, I gotta say, a lot of Black women, a lot of Black girls have daddy issues, a lot of them. And there's also little girls that have mommy issues. To be honest with you, in this day and age, I've seen a lot of younger women that don't want to take care of their kids, and that burdens me. I kind of have an experience with that now, not me, but I have experience with that, having dealt with somebody who who had a daughter who does not take care of her child. So that burden that falls on any woman. That child's going to want attention. The child's going to thirst for love, for nurturing, for all that, because I know firsthand. So that means you're going to deal with a child that's acting out or over talking or too grown because they just don't know who they are, because they did not have a mother to teach them any boundaries. Like, that's your child. That came from you, and they have your DNA, and you're, as a parent, if you're not present, that child grows up not knowing who they are. So I know what that's like. I had my dad, thank God, but there are a lot of people like Lira. Lira did not have her dad. She's broken down, had me breaking down, probably y'all breaking down because of the missing her dad, feeling like, why don't you love me? Why am I not good enough? Why did you leave me? Did I do something? And I noticed what she said was, I forgive you for robbing me of my innocence. I was like, whoa. So what did he really do? It made me think that he violated his own daughter. So before I go judge Lyra because of some dude that's coming out after she make accusations that you did that to her, after she take you to court or whatever, go ahead and file a lawsuit or petty or whatever you want to call it. After she shows those pictures of that abuse, now you want to come out and now you want to get back at her. I had to get an understanding of who Lyra was. So I went back, and also on that same show, Beyond Fix My Life, I saw another part of Lyra. I saw a Lyra that acts out, that gets up, that's not cooperative. That's the Lyra I saw. And I identify with that one. That's mouthy. Because I have done that in my day. I have talked back. Instead, even though sometimes you're right, you're wrong, you want to be right. So I was like that in my day, and I did realize that with Lyra. So I'm gonna keep it going because y'all notice this audio, when I hear it back, it's a little bit raggedy. But don't worry, I'm gonna fix that real soon. But I just wanted to get an understanding of this person. People on Twitter are really dragging her. This is my reaction. Well, I'll show you what they said first. So this is the media. This is what the world is saying. 1 second. Oh, I mean that. Okay. Let me find it first. You know. But this is what the world is saying, responding to the fact they don't care nothing about, and that's why I showed y'all Iyanla first. So you can get a hint of that she's human and that she probably why she did the thing she did. Because she's human. Hopefully this is the right one. Let me see. May not be though. Nope. Let me just get rid of that. The world reacts in a crazy way. I'm trying to tell you. It's horrible. This is what they're saying right here. Let's see. See how you, so somebody says, see how ugly P has turned this situation. Okay, that's a good thing. They're having her back. See how he's turned this whole narrative from him beating his pregnant fiance to Lira abusing drugs. So yes, that person has common sense. My thing is, I think it's two sides to every story. Lira's side, P's side, and the truth. So what I come up with, both are allegedly, as we think we know, they're both saying that these things happened when she was pregnant. So there was something that went down when she was pregnant, for sure. The other person says, QC, quality control P, your first move as an executive producer was to impregnate Lira Galore. That's a dude saying that. So quality P ain't even cute, so don't go there. And then somebody says, look, Galore's box has teardrop tattoos. So that's just disrespect. And if you notice, I want to look at the complexion of these people. What is in the world? So people are updating stuff. Lira Galore really responded to having 5 abortions by saying they were all from trash A niggas. So again, this is our people. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. Like you see nothing but browns and blacks, browns and blacks. Always, 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 always us that want to bash. Now you might think, well, we was ready to bash him. Well, yeah, because of the pictures I saw, I was ready to bash him. I was ready because I saw a man, the marks on her fingers. I saw the bruises on her forehead, the bruises on her legs, the actual proof, and the fact that she did file a police report. That was enough for me to say, okay, take her serious. The fact that this man is not physically attractive and this woman is beautiful. Okay, I'm listening, I'm looking, I'm watching. I can get with this. I can listen to you. You know, but now that he put information out as a defense mechanism because he does have quality control to look out for. He has artists. You have to also be real. You gotta consider him. Let me see if what y'all thinking. You can't hear me? Okay, I don't know if y'all can hear me. I'm gonna tell you this program I'm using, trash. I'll tell you that. Okay, I've been looking forever for a program. I'm gonna still look because this is really annoying. You know what I'm saying? To have to click to go through so many channels and y'all can't hear me. It is very annoying. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. I hope. And yes, there is no excuse. There's no excuse for touching nobody. And this dude, yo, it just ticks me off because you're not even attractive, yo. She give you a good-looking female, give you a chance. Wow, and that's what you do. That's my personal feelings. That's my personal thoughts. That's my personal thoughts. I don't know if I'm being mean or not, but that's my personal views on that. I just wanted to make sure I was caught up to speed on with that because I did a video the other day reporting on Lira, and I don't want to just focus on sexual assault. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not about to stay. That is a very depressing, hurtful, stressful, and it makes me upset when I feel like it's too many people getting away. You have these people that's on Lifetime surviving R. Kelly again. It's like it do get on my nerves after a while. And so I had to kind of do my channel. My channel was made and I want to grow it on all topics. But I had to get away from that for a minute because first of all, the mess that's within the support, it's annoying to me because I'm showing you now how I look at Twitter. and how they're treating Lyra, and that they're all black. When all blacks start doing that, I'm out of it. I'm not a part of that. I'm not a part of fighting and all that stuff against each other. We have a battle to fight, and it shouldn't be amongst each other, you know. So I realize that there's a lot of people that's not. Hi, wonderful party. There's a lot of Oh, so there's a lot of people that are not really interested in anything else but R. Kelly, and I understand that. I get that, but I'm not going to stop because there's other issues that I have to address in the world. Um, what you say, Wonderland? You said a decent program would discussing the increasing politically correct climate and its effect on our children, such as Common Core standards, the No Child Left Behind policy, and giving all children trophies. Well, I wish I was politically that you know what political stuff. I wish I was a Candace Owens. I would be a Candace Owens. I'm gonna be real with you. She a Taurus like me too. I would definitely be a Candace, but too like trying to read up on that stuff is like mind boggling. I actually was going to do a video on the Kardashians, and I was going to do that because I looked at a picture of Courtney. I saw this picture of Courtney several times, and I'm like, this girl looks. Who is this? She looked familiar. She did not. She looked like her genetics was so dark that I had to question who it was. So I was that drove me all the way into Armenia. But when I started reading, I started going and going and going. I'm back when they back when Armenia was given a race in America. It was just like a court case study talking about when one of the first Armenians or something came to the United States. I was like, okay, that's enough. So the political stuff, I had to push that aside. It's a lot to it for me. It would take me some time. But yeah, I just had to I'm gonna continue to discuss things that are current, that's passionate, you know, that I'm passionate about. And I'm standing for Lyra because I seen how she was on Iyanla. I saw her pain. I know that pain. Many times I've been there. Wirecast, thanks Wonderland. I have to look into Wirecast because this one sucks. StreamYard. Oh, it sucks. Sorry, StreamYard, but the thing sucks. And I'm paying $20, which I will be canceling. But yeah, because I know the audio sucks too. I already know when I hear it back. But I don't quit. I never stop doing what I put my heart to. It can be one person in the room. It could be 0 people in the room. And guess who's going to still be talking? Because I know there's viewers that will come from years on out. Just like, seriously, when I listen to Lyra, I'm gonna have to try it, Wonderland. I like OBS for a while, but I could not share screen. I don't know. I have a black screen. I tried to display high skin tight. I display capture, and it still was a black screen. And I like to visually keep it moving. I don't edit my webcam. Everything right now, just give me a minute, okay? Give me like 3 weeks. Everything's going to be different. Trust me. That's why you will see a difference in 3 weeks. That's all I have to say, okay? Ka-ching! Yeah, right now I'm just standing the grind. You know, do what I have to do. It sucks, but it's going to get better. Lyra, though, was important to me because, like, as I said, I know how it feels to hurt like that. I don't know how it feels to not have a parent, but I know how it feels to be hurt with having parents, dealing with certain mother and father fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how that feels when you have trauma in your life because they fight each other. I know how that feels when you have a dad that you love, but he has an alcohol problem. I know how that feels. I know how it feels to have Christmases ruined because you have a dad that is a violent man and he's a loving man when he's sober. I know how it feels to go to church from Sunday to Monday and go to the mother's house after church to pray in a project with my mother. I know how that feels. I know how that feels when you cry out to God after you sinned, but you cry out to God, and then He lets the birds fly around you and just be right next, like you're outside, okay? And the birds just come and they sit on the gate, and you know it's God next to you. You know how struggle feels. Like I know that pain, so I will be. darn if I would be like them people on Twitter. That's gonna put her down. I know how it feels. The devil won't come in a bag for everybody. You might not be tempted with like powder, but he'll tempt you with pills. He may not come in a bag, he'll come in a bottle. He'll come for your weakness, and you can get hooked on drugs. Trust me, I know how that feels. I know. Wait a minute, not heavy ones, but I know how it feels to be addicted to cigarettes and feel like this is my life now. It's just a bondage. Hey, Tex. I know. Well, Daddy Lolo, I heard her say he's not ready, and R. Kelly can't talk that much because they are, in my opinion, they manipulate everything he says. So Daddy Lolo says, I still don't see why Iyanla turned him down. Hey, Tawana. Yeah, I don't see why Iyanla turned him down when he reached out to help her. Because maybe, so I don't know, legally he can't really be free. How can he really talk when he has an open case? I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. But I resonate with pain, and I'm hard on people that do stupid stuff. You don't have to do it. So I go hard on people like Cardi, because if I didn't care about you, I probably would just not watch you at all. Like, people that I care about, I tend to lash out over. Like, even at my job, I care about the customers, and I get frustrated every day. Every day when I can't help the customer, when a system does not work right, or I'm not getting the education I need, and I can't help the customer, I get really frustrated, and I'm working on it. But like I said, I'm human. We human, and I get it. He reached out to her 2 years ago. I don't know why she wouldn't help him. I don't know why she wouldn't help R. Kelly. I just know, I just can't wait for that case to be over, to be honest. And I want him to get the justice he deserves. What I'm hoping is that with the Russell Simmons case, and that's that situation, the Harvey Weinstein case, how things are playing out, it just seems like things can work out in his favor, because the media, the people. I was watching Ricky Smiley. I mean, listening to Ricky Smiley. I wish I can play it, but some of these things you really shouldn't play. They might hit me up. We'll see. But I was watching Ricky Smiley, and they was talking about him. No, they wasn't. They was talking about Russell Simmons, and they seem to, now they're saying what we were saying all along. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Let me go back. Yeah, they was talking about R. Kelly all along. They was talking about Harvey Weinstein. We was talking about helping R. Kelly and everything about R. Kelly. Why is the media coming at him? Why can't they let him have a chance? Why are they doing a whole docu-series and he does not have any supporters that's speaking for him? Everything about him. It's, yeah, Ricky Smiley show with the Brad and Eva, they was saying everything we were saying about R. Kelly, they were saying about Russell Simmons. So they're seeing now that this is an agenda, and it's a planned attack. It's a planned attack on R. Kelly, period. It's a planned attack on Russell Simmons. I hate that I have to talk race. I don't like that, because I love white people, okay? I love Hispanic people. Trust me, I love all races, but it is about race. It's about race. It's always about race. It's always been about control. And again, I really don't like the fact that we have to bring it up, but we have to bring it up. I don't, at this point, I want Harvey Weinstein to get away with it. I'm sick of them, because you got a whole bunch of feminist groups that are so quick to want to be a man. They want to do what a man does. They want to take the trash out. They want to be a mechanic. They want to be your technician that installs your cable. They want to do that, but they don't. But let you flirt with them. Oh, that was misconduct. Like they don't. It's like you can't be a man no more if you're a man, and women don't want to be women anymore. So it's just a really it's a frustrating society we live in. This is the land. These are the days of the evolution. We talked about it. We're here. We are here. Even with the musicians, nothing is the same anymore. Nothing is the same anymore, guys. I'm about to get up out of here. I ain't staying long. This because I just came. I wanted to, like I said, Lira is a human being. People are judging her. Mostly black people like her are judging her, laughing at her, and it's so stupid. It's so crazy. Nobody took the time to look at her tears. They didn't take the time to see that she did not have a dad. She longed for her entire life. She wanted a relationship with a dad. She didn't have anybody to say, don't touch my daughter. She didn't have anybody to show her off because my dad showed me off. She didn't have that. So now she ends up with a man for money that's not even cute. She don't even know to go after a cute one, honey. Not me. I don't want none that don't look. Nope. You gotta have some attractive. Maybe she found him attractive. Maybe I'm just being mean because I don't like what he did. But that's the thing. You want to go out here. You want to show every man in the world your body because you're longing. Why? For that attention. That attention that you get that you didn't get. And that's why it's just these parents that's not taking care of their kids. They're screwing their kids up major. And you know what? I hate the fact that it's about that. And I hate the fact that it's always got to be about race. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like it because I just think I think that every race has something that God gave them special, different than the next race. I do believe that they have something that is beautiful, like the rainbow. Like everybody has a gift. So if we just can't, we have to look at one another. I'm superior. I'm inferior. No, that's why it's important. You gotta have confidence because a person can sniff that on you if you don't have confidence in yourself. Even if you're shy, if you believe in yourself being shy, people can't just come do what they want to do with you. They can't just come and take advantage of you if you stand on something. But you see it for yourself. The people are bashing Lira now. They think it's funny she's addicted, allegedly, to a drug that's so fucking hard to get off of. They don't know what it's like. They so quick to judge, and half of them on it themselves. Half of them stuck on Percocet, to be honest. Half of them stuck on pills, all types of drugs. Okay, and they judging her. They are judging her. It just upset me. Hey, Tex. So I was just talking about Lira Galore. Pierre P of Quality Control. He came out, put some text messages out saying that she was showing that it's supposed to be her saying that yes, I was snorting when I was pregnant, and just cussing him out, and it just the text message to me it looks sketchy because it could be right, it could be her, but I don't know. I do think it could be her. Yes, God has a plan for everyone. God has a plan for everyone. The reason people's skin has different colors because of where their ancestors live. Exactly. I've heard that before. Now, I'm no scientist myself. I believe in the creations. And I ain't saying you are because you say God. So obviously, you believe in God. But yes, that's exactly his plan. He has all types of people. And I just been thinking lately, maybe I'll just go back to church and get saved. Because I feel like this world, I feel like this stuff won't stop happening. You can't speak about it. They try to silence you. Look at Oprah. Look at Gail. Gail and Oprah. They're friends. Gail lands a great interview with the high profile black man that's on top. She takes him down. They're friends. Oh girl, you got him. Let me go get Michael. So now Oprah runs and gets Michael. And now she goes and as the man is dead, okay? Gone. And she goes and she digs him up halfway and she goes and buries him again. Not enough for her. That one didn't do so well because the people spoke out. Okay, let me go get Russell because I need that raised 2 girl. Because Gail got I believe she doubled her salary. She makes 12 million now, I believe. And that's what I read. So she came up off of R. Kelly. And it wasn't about, to me, your agenda is not about because you care too much about Dominique Gardner. You don't really, to me, you don't care about Geronda Pace. You don't really give a darn about Asante McGee. You don't care about any of them. Lisa Van Allen, Kitty, who else? You don't care about none of them Lanita Carters and Clarks or whatever else she changed her name to. It was all about you making money. It was all about a game. Your friends, you shook hands, you took that one down good, got it. You took this one, that one didn't work. Let's go for that. My thing is, people are over it. Okay, nobody wants to sit back, like I said, and nobody wants to nitpick. That's why you ain't get Harvey because he's white. Nobody wants to do that. At this point, let them all go. Let him up, Bill Cosby. Let him go. At this point, leave it alone because it's reckless. It's making a mockery out of real abuse. It's just crazy. I never seen it where the people actually in the documentary are telling you this is bullshit, telling you they lied. The parents, the damn parents, themselves that's dealing with daughters that's with R. Kelly. They are saying that the people are lying. It's still you air this show. So the whole world is now looking at Lifetime. You're bogus and we're not interested. And if they do watch the show, it's only to just see how much more bogus you are. I mean, how can you have a bunch of doctors, psychologists, all on your show to examine R. Kelly and he's not even there? You didn't diagnose him with what you call it? What do you call it? Public narcissism or some type of narcissism. He's not even there. So it's just terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. And after you say this and you go over and you go over and you go over it, you need a break. You need the walk, take a walk. Like it's a lot to deal with. Like said, many people need to give thanks to R. Kelly because he gave them spotlight. Absolutely, yeah, he gave them spotlight. He wrote for these people. He wrote for Whitney Houston. He wrote for what's her name? Near, far, wherever you are, I can feel that the run must go on. Her, whatever her name is. You're here, there's nothing I fear, and I feel. Anyway, so that's the lady that I can't think of her name, but her, Titanic. He wrote that song he wrote Ace, not that one, but he wrote a song for her. Come on now, R. Kelly wrote for so many people. It's just they owe him that. They owe him that. But like I said, if they don't want to admit it, the Bible says, I'm preaching. If they won't praise me, the rocks will cry out. Okay, so that the people, the celebrities, they didn't want to give it to R. Kelly, but now they're giving it to Russell. They're giving it to Russell now. They see a common trend now. So either way, he's going to win. Either way, the truth is going to prevail. It's always going to come out. It's always going to prevail. It's just painful to watch. It's painful to take this in. Hey, Courtney, painful to watch it. Public scrutiny. It's just hard. You know, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. So R. Kelly's going video court for what? Aaliyah stuff. It's just another indictment, you know, it's another headache. It's another headache. And it's like, come on now. Already? Stop. When does this stop? I mean, this is sickening. Dream Hampton got mental problems, she said. Dream Hampton was also, back in the day, I think she worked for a record label. She used to talk trash about people. They thought she was a hater. She used to talk about Tupac. I think Biggie. She was going to do something with a book with Jay-Z. So she's been in the industry for a minute. Now, I ain't saying these people perfect. You ain't going to get me. Thanks, Tex. You ain't going to get me to lie. Because I ain't perfect. So if I'm not telling you I'm perfect, honey, ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. But this is too much. Too much. The CEO of CBS quotes, control the media by any means necessary. That very much. And that's a good point, Angela, because I was thinking Wendy Williams, she was okay. So I was watching just a clip on YouTube of Wendy Williams when her PR actually had to bring the story about Russell Simmons and Oprah. She did not say one word. You can see it all in her face. I don't know if I'm seeing that she's with Russell or she's against Oprah, but she didn't say one word at all. But she had a lot to say when it came to R. Kelly. Why are they choosing? I don't know. I don't know. I think somebody mentioned that if she says something, she could lose her job. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't. I don't know. I don't even understand how Andrea. I kind of feel like Andrea tired of getting talked about. I think she's tired of getting people going in on her, getting videos made on her case. Now, that's what I think. That's what I think. She's tired of people going in on her because of the lies. Now, I don't really have anything else prepared for y'all. I'm about to get off, really. But just remember, people, please, whoever hears this message, stop beating down people unless they ask for it. Hell, shit. But there's some people that they don't listen to other people when they say stop. You're doing too much. Stop. Don't go. Yield. Abort mission. They don't listen. They put themselves in the fire. They want to be in the fire because they want attention. Well, I don't got nothing for you. You gonna burn by yourself. I ain't helping you. I'm not taking up for you. I'm not nothing you. Because if you won't listen to nobody and you keep putting yourself in harm's way, then go ahead and learn. Okay? Because I don't got nothing to do with that. But for the ones that really just find themselves caught up, I think we should be more caring. Understand people like Lira that gets on the Instagram and shows her body off and ends up with millionaire men and then ends up, saying they say she's snorting. Well, how many people are not addicted to something? People addicted to alcohol. They addicted to cigarettes. Some are addicted to marijuana. People are addicted to food. It's all types of addictions. AK baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's say because you know what? You know what? I can't do some people. Some people crave attention like a little kid, and that gets on my nerves. Even when little kids do it, it gets on my nerves. I teach my little nieces. I teach any child I come in contact with that's acting like that they'll do all in your face in grown-ups' business. Nah, we was taught different than that. These days, parents, young people, they let you do what you want. No, you don't need to be talking right now. Be seen and not heard. You talking too much. I don't say it like that, but I will tell you. I teach you. Learn how to be your best friend. That's your best. You wouldn't lean on anybody. You wouldn't be seeking attention if you learn how to make you happy. Lifetime turned off their comments due to people being upset about this documentary. I heard. I didn't see it, but I heard because I didn't check. But people were saying that they know they wrong. They know they wrong. But they're gonna be judged. They're gonna be judged. Trust and believe they're gonna be judged. So the other day I put out this video showing it's called Unexplained Sounds. And that video will spook you, but it will also make somebody that like me that knows the Lord, it'll make you want to praise God. Because God talks about how he will judge the world. And in the last days, all these things we seeing will take place. And then you hear that on that unsound video, the video Unexplained Sounds, you hear this trumpet over there somewhere by Europe. And these are the streets Jesus was said to have walked on. You hear this loud sound like a trumpet. And then it sounds scary too, because it sounds like a groan. But I remember Jesus said that he is the Lion of Judah, and that there was a trumpet sounding, and also that the angels, the four winds of the earth, they blew the trumpets. So that made, and I'm preaching again. I feel like I'm preaching. Oh, Joe, I feel like going to church after that, especially. But you will, these days are the last evil days. They are. I've never seen the corruption in my life. It turns me back to God. I don't want it's hard for me to keep doing these videos about R. Kelly because I don't like seeing how they doing him. But I look at his picture and I say, I gotta keep doing it. I got to keep doing it. Because now, at least by us that we're doing what we're doing, at least now, things are moving. People are exposed now. They wouldn't have been exposed had we not said nothing. They would have kept on with their lives. So it does work. It's effective. Now, if you know, Lira's story came up today. Russell Simmons' story got swept to the back, but it's another black face that's out here. And it's their own putting them out here, too. It's your own. And then it's the ones that control the media that's giving them the boost. But my thoughts, too. If you stop giving them the boost, maybe they wouldn't do it. I personally don't think everybody, just because they're not your color, they're not that bad. They're not that bad. I have been cool with different races all my life. I hung around with different races. And I learned something. If you act like that, that's how you're going to be treated with anybody. If you don't carry yourself with confidence, not overly confident, but if you don't carry yourself with self-esteem, oh yeah, they're going to smell that on you. And they're going to make you look stupid. They're going to show you out. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Let's see what Ida's saying. She didn't make Robin. She's silly for thinking she can break him. He's going to be all right because God got him and God protects his own. Absolutely right. He made a lot of them. If it wasn't for Rob's skills, a lot of them wouldn't be where they are. I know that's right. They'll only got that raise because of R. Kelly. That's it. It ain't no lie either. It ain't nothing, no deception about it. Nothing to hide to it. You only got that because you sitting next to the king of R&B. And although the people in the world may not understand it, God said I can have mercy on whoever I want to have mercy on. That's what he said. He don't worry about why and how I can choose this man, how I can favor his life. You don't know what he's been through. You don't know how many times he called on me, how many times he pulled on me right before he fell. And I was right there to pick him up. So people are so quick to judge you, so quick to push you down and slander you. And it's just so much hate and evil in the world. That's just it. That's it. So much that my heart almost gets cold sometimes. And I'm not going to lie. Sometimes dealing with too many people, I start saying, I don't like people. I just don't. I like some. I like y'all. But some of them people, sometimes people find stuff to complain about. They laugh at other people's pain. I'm sitting here looking at them laugh at Lyra's pain. Go joke about her addicted to something. She don't want to be on that stuff if she's on it. Let's say allegedly. Don't nobody want to be on no drugs. Don't nobody want to be addicted, nothing controlling what they do. We want to be in control. You want to laugh at her though. But go ahead and laugh. Because all you doing is giving karma a reason to let you know how to understand. How? Because now you're going to be in that situation. Somebody you love is going to be addicted. Because maybe then you'll have that compassion. You only have it? Okay. Do you want to know what it's like? Got to be careful. You just got to be careful. Got to be careful. You know, like I say, R. Kelly, he in jail right now, but he'll be fine. He will be okay. You know how many of us in jail? And they are men and women. They are more men though. They fine. You know, I know who will protect them. God will protect them. God will protect them. Kimberly, I don't need to preach now. I don't know. I don't want to say no names, but I do see a particular person out there. She dragging some people. And my thing is, you done dragged this woman for months. What you thought was going to happen. What you think. You can't do that to everybody. You can't just say what you want and think that everybody, you fine to do it. No, some people want to drag you back. That's all. yes, they have to be careful. They have to be careful. So on that note, guys, I am too, Kimberly. I had my friends growing up was always mixed race. I just love the differences with people. I can learn something. You can learn something from me. I can learn something from you. You know, something you just naturally good at. But instead of that, we got them on Twitter, the black ones. You under like so ignorant, so ignorant, so ignorant. And you know what? I'm sorry, Wonderland, but you know who's laughing? Like even the white people can look at the black people and say, why are they doing this to each other? I don't see none of them. Maybe there's some, not many, that's saying, Lyra, that's why you on drugs. It's only them. That's only them. And it's always your own. That's tearing you down. You give it to the cop that finds an innocent young boy he decides he want to murder. You make him feel like maybe he wants to retaliate because y'all, some, the ones that constantly beat each other up, and other people see how ignorant you are, how sensitive you are, how you can't hold a little bit of anger in you without exploding on each other. So that one person that don't like black people, he gonna take the innocent one. He might take and abuse the innocent one. And this is because we one day maybe we'll stand together, but I don't believe we will. I don't believe we can ever. Honestly, I don't think we can ever stand together. I'm convinced. I will be shocked if I seen our people come together. I think that we can get things accomplished, but we better doing it by ourselves, but yet maintain it like we are. Like we are. We support R. Kelly. You over there, I'm over here. But when I start coming over there, it ain't gonna work. It's not. And my love is here. My love is here. I will pop up. I will support you. But because I know how it is when we get together. I know how I am, you know. But I thank y'all again for coming to see me. And one day soon, Tex, I will be getting probably in the next 3 weeks, I will be getting better things because I would like to show my face, of course. But thanks again, guys, for coming, and love each other. Who you talking about, Wonderland? Who write their own lyrics? Let me see what you said. Says the ones who try to tear somebody down because of their race, as I was told by a wonderful woman once, is that they are jealous and want it for themselves. And I believe it. Yes. Yeah. And that's so true. That is true. Instead of admiring things, I always say either you admire somebody or you hating on them. And not I'm talking about when it's that person that say you look nice, you obviously got a sequence dress on that glows in the dark, damn it. And the other person act like they don't see it. They ignore it. I mean, if you that don't mean, just because you don't acknowledge it. I'm just saying when something is right in front of you and you know that person is owed, I mean, they owed a compliment. They went all out. They got a sequence glow in the dark dress. And you're going to act like you don't see it. Personally, I think it won't hurt to say, I like that. Or if you don't like it, say, wow, that's different. But I'm trying to give an example. It's not really a good one, but I say that. Like either you're admiring somebody or you hate them. When it comes to giving people their just compliment, credit, and saying comments that's like either you taking away from and detracting, or you offering something, you giving something, and I just think it's a nice thing to do. What you say, Ida? I just commented this on Tasha K's page. She was laughing about a guy publicly humiliating his wife by being in public with another woman. I asked her, isn't she married? Shaking my head. It's sad. Yes, it's sad. Yeah. And that's hurtful because that's hurtful. Like I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite people to talk about, Cardi. Because Cardi is just bought her man a she gave him $500,000 for his birthday. Now to her, that's probably chump change. And people were judging her like, why would you give him that after he just hit Jade up in her DM? Why would you give him that? Then you go and you give him strippers to give the money too. People was really going hard on her. But I know what I'm trying to say is, see, let me tell you this. Let's say a man or a woman, okay, not just a man. A person can bring you down. I mean, they can have you so low, your self-esteem by cheating on you so much. They can, condition your mind so good that you will accept anything they do. You will be so scared to leave. You'll accept some things, change your whole morality just to please them so they won't leave. So this man can go give it all that $500,000 you worked for, just go throw it on the floor of a stripper. The very woman that broke your heart last year, a woman, you can go run and give him money. But you know what? I understand, because you allow him to do that so much. It hurt you so low that he broke you down as a woman to where your self-esteem is lost. It's all in him. So everything you do is wrapped around him. Woo, everything you do is wrapped around him, and you'll take anything he gives you, including some other things. Okay, that's how they can have you. A person can have you like that. That's why when somebody cheat on you, you kind of got to play the power play game for a while. You kind of have to stop and first get it all out, because now I know me, I'm getting it out. And then you have to just get your power back. You have to get your mind right. You got to stop answering that phone. Sometimes he ain't going. If he got your power, she have your power, they ain't calling you. They don't want you when they have your power. They don't really want you. You're boring now. You're not interested. So now you gotta wait. You have to make them wait. You have to stop answering their calls. You have to stop letting them meet up to meet at your job, and they gotta do the work. Like, they have to call. You have to drain them of your power back almost. And then you have to, during that time, you have to be building yourself up. You have to start building you back up, because you've been giving your self-esteem to him and her, so they got it. Now you have to get it back. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think that with marriages, people go so low. So she was laughing about a guy who publicly humiliating his wife by being in public with another, because the man then brought the woman so low in her self-esteem. He done so much playing games, mind games with her, leaving her, coming back, saying if you do this, this is why I don't stay, because you don't do this right. Pointing the finger at her and giving her the good pipe. Let's be real. Giving it to her good, with the motion in the ocean, giving her probably stuff anything they can do to get you where they want you, so they can go back and do what they want. And the thing is, I keep wanting to say men, but I don't want to disrespect the men. Good night, Tawana. Yeah, they'll do all that, and then and when they get bored with you, when they got you, because now the fun is over. So now with you got, the whole point is, it's just, you have to fight for your power, fight for your self-esteem. And she was cheated on. The woman in the public was cheated on, and she probably still took the man back. She probably kissed up, thinking, what can I do to help? What can I do to make it better? What can I do for you to love me? That ain't gonna work. That's desperate. And he'll really stump on your head. Then, girl, cuss him out. Sight. Wonderland said, it took a real woman to bring me back to normal. I've always blamed myself. See? And it always does. It always does. I think I'll say it does take, sometimes I'll say it takes another person. Another person can bring you back. Another person can, their love, their support, they can make you feel like I am special after that person shitted on you and wrecked you. I've always blamed myself, and it wasn't even your fault. It wasn't your fault. If they wanted you before, why don't they want you now? Like, if you're the same person. So what? So it's not your fault. Now, if it wasn't your fault? Like, you didn't go cheat, or did you? Because that's the one thing that can wreck somebody's trust worse. Like, mine is at 2% now. I don't trust anybody, but I trust you as we go. I trust you as we walk. We walk side by side. I trust that we're walking. I trust that you based on consistency. Thank you, Travel the World. Thank you. I trust based on consistency. And that's the thing too with Cardi and the woman in the public. Let them be consistent before you take them back. She said that they went to church, her Offset. That's wonderful. But what are y'all not going now? You got to stick with things. Like that's a lot of us our problems. We don't stick to things. We don't really get healed. We just want them back, so we just do it for the time being. But that's not healing. That's not, honey. That's not consistency. That's not a change. Hey, I don't know how we got on that. I don't know how I got on that conversation. I heard that wonder. I heard that. I've never been a cheater, honey. No, never. Yeah, never. Right. Yeah, travel. I was just gone. I don't even know how I got on this conversation. I really forgot. You know, guys, it's just like that. We have all types of relationships. You know, all types of relationships. I believe in a traditional one, but everybody believe this is the year of evolution. People that's men, they turn into fluid, and they nothing now. They just whatever they want to be. You know, so and this is evolution. This is what we learned about in school. We're here. We have arrived. So that's that. Let me see if there's anything we can talk about before I roll guys out of here, please. So Dominique Gardner is going to talk. What do y'all think she's going to say? Wonderland Party says it hurts when it's done over and over again. It took a real woman to show me the way, to boost me back up what it feels to be a real man. Exactly. You know what? I was always told when a woman cheats on a man, it's over. It's over. When a man, unfortunately, but a man does it, we might forgive him. Women are, but when women do it to a man, it's just as it's I don't know. I don't know. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think? What am I trying to say about Dominique Gardner? She's gonna be on Lifetime Surviving R. Kelly, the whatever that thing is called, Reckoning. She's gonna be on that, the Reckoning. Why now? Why now? Why do you think Dominique wants to tell her story in there? Why can't you? Why do you have to tell your story on Lifetime? You say you want to tell your story. Why there? Tex says, my man loves saying I will leave. I'm like, by hell. Never ran behind a man and never will. He knows I'm a bullheaded female. That's right. That's right. And they ain't going nowhere. Yep. She's gonna be on both sides. You think travel? All things Ida. It's up here. Let me see. I'll put it here. I don't know how to use Cash App. Somebody sent me money and Jocelyn sent me money and I think I sent it back. I don't even, that's crazy. But if you send it, it should say accept, but I didn't see accept when she sent it. You think she's gonna be on both sides? But she sounds like she's gonna be on both sides. She's saying she love him, she's not a victim, she's not a survivor. I don't want it. Look, then why are you here then? Why, if you're not a survivor, you're not a victim, why are you here? I don't get it. Lady Earthby. I think if she was going to say anything Bible, they would have showed some type of clip on what she said. Very good point. Very good point. But they saving her for the last. Oh, it really ticks me off. They using this whole thing to make money, to make a show out of it. Somebody's life. Somebody's worked hard for their money, their everything, and you just destroy it. And you out for money they worked for. You're out for him, his accomplishments, everything he built. In the name of R. Kelly, you're out for his bag. They're trying to make her speak bad about him. They trying it. And I should be up. I don't know her Twitters and stuff, Instagram. But she needs to, it's too late. They already taped it. They already taped it. So it's really, oh, thank you, Wonderland. It didn't pop up in the chat. No? I don't know, guys. I don't even know where it's at. Did it? Because I'm steady talking. I might have missed it. You said it didn't pop up in the chat. Okay. But I appreciate it. Thank you, Wonderland. Bless your hearts for y'all giving. I appreciate that. Hey, what's up, J Rock? If I didn't say that already, I might have said that. Yes. Tell my government. How you know? Is it saying my name? So I don't know. Let me see if I can find some on her real fast. On Dominique. Do y'all believe that stuff about him? Not no, I know y'all don't believe it, but let's ask this question because I don't believe it, to be honest. No, you fine, Ida. I'm just kidding. It just shocked me when I saw it. Then I'm looking around. Maybe somebody else's name is okay, whatever. I've said my name on videos too. It doesn't matter. But she said she's had to eat dump. I don't even want to say it. It's so nasty, like ew. But what do y'all think about that? Because we know we don't. I know I don't believe she ate nobody's shit. Okay, that is so disgusting. That is, and if for anybody to do anything like that, I don't get it. Why would you? What? I don't get that. That's disgusting. It ain't enough love, and that's a slap in your mother's face. Like you wasn't taught anything good. Like what? Oh no. Mm-mm. Let me see if
One
y'all
of
can
R.
hear
Kelly's
this.
former live-in girlfriends is revealing what it was like to spend nearly a decade with him. The docuseries Surviving R. Kelly shows Dominique Gardner's mother tracking her down after not having seen her for years. They made a dramatic getaway. Now, less than a year after Gardner left Kelly for the last time, she tells The New Yorker the singer tried to, in her words, break her. She says Kelly was physically and emotionally abusive. Jerika Duncan is in Chicago, where she spoke to the author.
But you went
of the
back.
article.
Come on
Jerika,
now.
good morning.
All right.
Good morning. Dominique Gardner is now 27 years old. She says that she spent 9 years dating the R&B singer. She told the journalist Jim DeRogatis that even though she loved R. Kelly, despite the abuse, she said she got 2 tattoos of Kelly's face tattooed on her body.
She was reluctant to speak out.
Jim DeRogatis has been reporting on R. Kelly for nearly 2 decades. Last week, he sat down with Dominique Gardner for her first interview since she left Kelly around 9 months ago.
She said to me, I loved him and he loved me. And when it was good, Jim, it was perfect. And yeah, he hit me. And yeah, he pulled out chunks of my hair. And yeah, he beat me with an electrical cord. But I loved him and he loved me.
Gardner told DeRogatis at one point she lived with Kelly and 5 other women. She said, quote, everything you do, you have to ask Kelly, including when you can eat or go to the bathroom.
Well, this is my thing. My bad. Because this is my thing. You're in somebody else's house. If the man don't want you to eat in his house, get out. If that's the case. That's how I would come back at it. If you in somebody else's home, if you don't like what you don't, why are you there for 9 years? Like, and I'm not mad at Dominique because Dominique, I don't know. I don't know what to say about her. But this to me is ridiculous. And then you go back after surviving R. Kelly. Like that story, she went back. That didn't go with the storyline for her to go back. For her to go back didn't work with the rescue mission. You know what I'm saying? Why would you go back? How does that work? What if she didn't go back? That would have went in their favor. But she went back. Yeah. And then they say her mother claims that she's gay because of R. Kelly. No. Don't dare blame that on anybody. That if that's what you want to be. Look, I would say no. No one's gonna make me do anything. No one should have you should not even consider doing something you don't want to do. If you did, if that's where we're going with the story, that's how you got to combat it. Like does not make sense to me. And the fact that you go back says to me, if that was the case, you liked it. That's it. What else can we say if you go back? You can't blame everything on him. That don't make sense. You can't blame everything on a man. I was always told a man he gonna ask you to do whatever he wanna ask you to do. You don't do it if we have to combat the truth. If we have to combat the accusations. Be careful with your.
She says she often disobeyed and then suffered what she called, quote, consequences, including spankings, slappings, and beatings. She seemingly is angry when describing some of what she says she experienced, but yet and still she says he doesn't deserve jail and he's really not a bad person. He needs help.
I think Neek is a really conflicted young woman. There's love, and then there's also fear. There's anger.
Nah, shut the hell up.
Last week.
I mean, you can't speak for her. I get what he's saying, but you can't really speak for her. I get what he's saying. He's speaking, I guess, in general. He should have said that. Because there's a lot of people that then spoke for her. But when she speaks, she said he don't need to go to jail. Why not, Neek? Why not? Because the shit ain't true? Is that why not? Did you punch him in his jaw? Like, why not? What is it? What's up with that? It just makes me wonder what's not being said.
We spoke to Dominique's mother, Michelle Kramer.
I can't understand somebody say they love you, and in the same breath, spit in your face.
That's what you say R. Kelly did to your daughter?
Yes.
Does Dominique believe she was brainwashed?
No, she rejects the word brainwash. She rejects the word cult. She told me what he tried to do is break me, and I wouldn't be broken.
But this is my problem with them. Dominique, that's a lot of speaking for her. That's a lot of them. They can say anything as far as I'm concerned. Now, what is she saying out of her mouth? And that's what she's supposed to have something to say on Lifetime. And they're going to probably wait to the very end or somewhere along the lines. Exactly, Wonderland. Oh, nah, they trying to break him. They are. They doing a lot of that, trying to break him. Like that's again that control mentality. They've been doing that from the beginning of time. Again, I don't want to go here with the race card thing. I don't want to go here because it's not only them, it's not only him. I'm trying to keep in mind there's other people that are going through this Me Too movement attack. And my thing is, when Russell Simmons spoke up for himself, that news article, I forget the LA Times, the author, the writer of that article, I went in on her on Twitter because you saying that Russell Simmons attacked Oprah. No, he defended himself. What was he supposed to do? Let her destroy him? Just lay back and take it? I'm going to defend myself. You calling me a whole apist. You think I'm going to sit back and let you call me that? I got an empire I built. I have children. You're not going to be doing that. I'm going to defend myself like Tavis Smiley. Tavis defended himself. He fired back. He told them, the reporter, well, they said that you have a hostile and you're threatening, you're hostile, and they feel intimidated. Well, he said, oh, wait a minute. My establishment is a hostile. It's a very hostile environment. If you don't want to work there, you need to find another job. You knew that. He had to, so they had to defend themselves. They got to. And this one here, Jerika, I didn't like how she did the interview. I didn't like how she did the Lanita Clark interview because you can see how she led her answers. She led Lanita's answers. CBS. I ain't listening to that whole thing. Let's see if we play it on one of these. Look at my boy Just investigation.
Accusations against R. Kelly, along with the accusations of 3 other women, led to the singer's arrest last month. But Lanita Carter's story had not been told until today. Carter tells Jerika Duncan she used to braid Kelly's hair for more than a year until he forced himself on her. Here is some of Jerika's interview, a warning some of Carter's story is graphic and disturbing.
February 18, 2003, I get a phone call to come down and do his hair. When he came to the room and he asked me for that head massage, and I told him I didn't do massages, I laughed it off. And I didn't know he was for real. If I could change that day, I wouldn't have been there. He pulled my braid down by him, and he said, suck it for daddy, suck it for daddy. And I said, no, and I did like this, and he just started going. He did it like six
Okay.
times.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm not dressed no type of way. I look at myself in the mirror like I'm not a beauty queen. I didn't perceive myself to be nothing more than just his hair braider. And I just kept thinking to myself, like, why did this happen to me?
You called the police the day that this happened?
The exact day. They asked for my clothing. And I gave them my favorite Tommy Hilfiger shirt. And that's where they found DNA evidence.
DNA evidence from R. Kelly on your shirt.
Semen.
Did you see the interview that R. Kelly did with Gayle King in which he denied ever sexually assaulting a woman, ever sexually assaulting anyone underage?
Yes, I saw it.
What did you think when you were watching that?
Felt like it should be a crime to publicly tell a story that he able to get on television and lie.
Okay, so you're able to tell your story. And my problem with her was I wasn't there. I don't know if he spit on you like that. And if he's and again, my argument, why didn't you punch him in his motherfucking face? Like, let me stop. But if it's like that, I had an issue with that. And how do I know? Oh, well, let's keep it. How do I know that things didn't go a different type of way? How do I know everything she's saying? And why did you go to the police with the DNA? And if you read on the story, they still didn't do anything. But she went to the police, so that's good. That's good. Because I'm not listening. I don't want to be bashing people. I'm not doing this just to have subscribers. I'm not bashing these women if they was affected by anybody. I'm not doing that. Okay. But when I actually did the story, when I actually analyzed that story back then, I had a problem with the fact that the police didn't do anything. And then you got all this money. I think it was she got 750,000. Then she got another 10,000 or something, 750, another 10,000 or 50 something. She got a lot of money from R. Kelly because of that hair braider song. But then I also didn't like and I also looked at the fact that the date she gave us was, we all saw that video of her on stage portraying herself as a hoe and that she liked giving head. And then here comes the story, that same type of thing where somebody's trying to make you give it. So it's like, I don't know. I have to question all of y'all because you all got money. You all got money. She went to the police, she went, but a lot of them didn't go. A lot of them hung around. As far as I know, they wanted to be around him. Like when I see Asante at the concert, and I see we all saw Geronda outside. Like we see them want to be a part of the clique, want to hang around, and I don't want to be. My problem is I don't want to take up for somebody that did something wrong. So I have to analyze it. I have to look at everything because God sees everything. God watched me, and when I did the stories, they just, to me, they was not lining up. I don't know to what extent they had, relationship. How do I know y'all didn't have some? She was grown. She wasn't like she was young. Y'all didn't have something going on. How do I know that? I don't. R. Kelly never said, so I don't know. How do I know y'all didn't have that type of thing going on? You said you like giving head. You know what I'm trying to say? So, hey, I question everything because of how they coming out, how they still are coming for him, and he's in jail. Their mission was accomplished where they got him no bail. He's locked up, and he's facing so many trials, court dates, and they're still doing these surviving R. Kelly stories. That's what takes the validity off of their stories. And in my opinion, Michael Avenatti was parading around what R. Kelly is doing to the black girls. That was a good thing, Michael, because you got a lot of black people's ear with that one. You got the grandmother's attention, and now they want to go after R. Kelly. But don't be fooled. He could have been using a tactic to get the black people to turn against him because he knew that the power was with the black people. Well, a lot of black people love R. Kelly. So why not use his own kind to turn them against him? I don't know how this story started though. Like, how did it start? How did it start? Like, did it start with higher ups, or did it start with a person going to Jim Derrick Goddess? How did it start? Is what I don't know. Oh yeah, Avenatti, he pleaded not guilty to the Nike charge today. I think it was today or yesterday or some day within the last couple days. It's funny, when she did that interview was right after the reporter interviewed Michael Avenatti about his federal charges. That's right, including extortion. Right. That's true. Right after that, he started looking bad to the media, started losing respect to the black folks, the people, period. Now he brings out another one. Very, very skillful tactic that he used. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Progress. I'm gonna put that up. Make sure y'all hit it, please, people. Yeah. Yes, he was that. Yes, he was. That's why it's karma coming on him too. It is. It's missing everybody that went after him in some way or another. Everybody that had bad intentions, they were doing something shady. They're being called out to the light of judgment. That's for sure. Kim Fox. Now we don't really talk about her. She's running for what? She's running for state again. She's giving away stuff. I last saw her donating. She's trying to buy their vote or whatever, in my opinion. That's what I think. See, the wrong was they used women's emotions to manipulate the men. They use that. The men is going to be soft-hearted when it comes to little girls. They're soft-hearted when it comes to women. So I think that's my opinion, and I think that Kim she shouldn't have done that like that. It was raggedy to create a hotline, her and Michael Avenatti creating a hotline, allegedly, for people to call in. Anybody could call in. And at that point, they was scouting for people to call in. So how do I know you wasn't taking people that's willing to lie? I mean, Latoya Middleton just came out and said she lied. Girl, I didn't even know who you was. I didn't even know your name. Who are you? But you just came out and said you lied, and you all mixed in with Lisette Martinez. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, Michael's wrapped up in his own stuff. Yeah, it's Michael Avenatti is more worried about Trump. This man tweets more about Trump and nothing about the accusers. He can care less about them now. They need to free R. Kelly. Free cares. Yeah. Yeah. It's just tiring. It's very tiresome. Very tiresome to go through this. January is next month. April was approaching. Jewelry is watching us. And it's very important that they be able to not be biased. That we was doing something right where they can judge, at least hear R. Kelly out. I could never do what R. Kelly do. I can never just sit back and be, I don't think I can sit back and be quiet. That's skill. That's skill. That's mastery. To be able to control your emotions. I didn't think he lashed out when he was on CBS. But since I'm just one in a million, what does it mean? Like, I didn't think he lashed out. To me, you human. To me, it's you know, do what you need to do. You didn't touch her. These people, they don't realize, they're not trying to hear. They're not trying to understand. You worked for 30 years. You've been putting out hits, Grammys. You have made people stars by writing for them, composing music for them, and you don't got hardly nobody, none of them speaking up for you. And now you in front of Gail, and she's gaining some notoriety. She was nice to you before the cameras turned on. I talked to her about the things you wouldn't ask about. As soon as the cameras and lights come on, now she's attacking. She's subtly accusing you, not giving you a chance, antagonizing you. So that's that. He's tired of people always trying to bring him down. Yeah, Ida, that's true. He is. I mean, I can't. Wow, he's been through a lot with this stuff. To be honest with you, if I was R. Kelly, I would not get her. I would look. Let me just stop right there. I mean, right now he's by himself and he has a lot of time to do nothing but reflect, think, plan. Like that's what he has time to do. Heal. He's in that place. I know somebody was saying that they by being locked up. Who was that? Saying that by being locked. Oh, that was it. Damn. That's Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'm thinking about. Oh shit. He wrote a letter to the judge saying he was glad he got locked up because he kind of did it to himself because he just didn't see a way out. He needed to. He needed to know what he was doing. He needed to stop. I'm not saying R. Kelly, but I'm saying sometimes jail can be a place of reckoning, a place where you develop. My own brother, my younger brother, he says the same thing. He's matured so much in jail. He's changed for the better. You know, and I think sometimes, in my opinion, God put you in these places to protect you. It's a song. I love the Clark sisters. They're a gospel group. They sing a song. Karen Clark and her daughter Kiara Shear sings the song. It may be on a mountain peak, in the prison walls, but wherever it may be, if God says go, go. I think I'm going to church, y'all. I'm ready to go back to the Lord. I've been singing lately, and I've been just thinking about God because I'm tired of the stuff that go on in the world. But it might be in the prison walls. It might be on a valley low. It don't matter where it is. Sometimes that's your safe place. You don't know what Satan has planned. He has plans to destroy him, obviously, but you don't know. Jail could be the place God need him to hide him in. It might be the place God say, look, I'm tired of your ways. I'm putting you right here. And I want your attention. You gave your attention for 30 years to the R&B. You gave your attention to what you want to do. Now I want your attention. I want to save your life. I want you for myself. And that means all them people in that world you had, I'm taking all that. You got to turn from all that. You have to come up over here now. Try me. And that's how I feel like. Because God gave him that gift that's anointed. And I don't care what the people out there say that say he can't be anointed. The devil blessed too. The devil don't bless nobody. All he do is steal, kill, and destroy. He don't give you nothing but drugs, AIDS, sickness, famine. That's what he give you. Frustration, migraines, cancer. He don't give you nothing that's going to prosper your soul. Everything he give you is going to bring people around you. Yeah, popularity, every bling bling. Yes, that's not what you're going to see when you got to turn away to God. You're going to see that you're alone when you're with God. You're going to see that you miss you feel like you got to give up some things. That's the way of God. The devil don't bring that stuff. God bless this man with a gift. And on that way, guys, since I'm so churchy tonight, I'm about to go. Thank y'all all for joining the chat and being here. K Baby, Ida, Wonderland Party, Angela, Travel the World, J Rob in the house, Ebony, hey, Thelma, everybody up here. I'm reading progress. Everybody that came, I appreciate you. Tawana, I know I missed nobody. So Lady Earth B, Texas Black Diamond. Texas got a channel. Make sure y'all go to Texas Black Diamond and support because she's have you laughing. And she gets it sad. Don't get it twisted. GGG. Everybody. Thanks for being here, guys. Y'all have a good night. Peace, guys.